And we welcome you to the south side of Chicago and Rate Field. Major League Baseball on tap on this Thursday night. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And towing the slab here, Jonathan Cannon.
Well, he's not a rookie, but still very young in this game, learning his craft. I think the key is getting consistent reps and the opportunity to develop his stuff. Looking forward to watching him pitch in this one.
Ready to go now. And stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran.
Jarren Duran.
That one close, ruled a ball. Ball one.
Wow, Boo. First pitch of the night, and looks like the strike zone's a little small.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. And that's a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Got him swinging. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Now it's Devers at the plate. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. And it's fouled away.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles. And by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away. Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
Cannon, 24 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2022. And he gets Bregman. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Boston. Now it's the White Sox turn. It's a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and getting to start, it's Walker Buehler.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
And now the DH, Nick Maton. That clips the zone. That's strike one. Just missed.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Andrew Vaughn now. fastball in for a strike. 0-1. One out, bases empty. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Batting third baseman, Miguel.
Man at first with one gone.
Vargas.
Here's the third baseman, Miguel Vargas. First
Ball back
pitch, and he
outside.
just misses.
Runner, yes,
Runner
yes.
takes off. Fouled off down the right side. Vaughn stands at first with one out. Runner on the go again. Cut on and miss.
One ball.
The throw.
Two strikes.
Tag. And he's out.
Well, I think that was a hit and run right there. When you look at how far that pitch was out of the zone and the hitter still trying to put wood on it, put it in play, that tells you that they had something going. But unfortunately, it was a good job of execution by the pitcher and the catcher to get that out of the zone and then throw out the runner at second base. Really nice job behind the dish.
And he deals. Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Ripped to short. Whips it to Casas, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the White Sox. Scoreless after 1. Back at right
Leading
field.
off for
Now
the Red
batting
Sox,
Tristan
first
Casas.
baseman, Tristan Casas.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Oh, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Nope.
Just off the outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in club drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it hits the fence.
Batting fifth.
Here's Trevor
shortstop,
Story.
Trevor Story.
Outside low. 1-0. The shortstop takes the ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. That
Ball,
one
that's out.
misses. And now 3-0. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, now he's got 2 runners on after that
Batting
walk,
sixth,
and
second
things can get out of hand in a
baseman,
hurry in these
28.
situations, so he's going to have to find a way to get back into the strike zone.
First and second, no outs. And now the rookie second baseman. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. No score here in the second. And a count 1-2. Upstairs. And he chases that one. That K is his 3rd of the game.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And next for the Red Sox, Wilyer Abreu. Right through there for a strike. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here at the top of the second.
Ball.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. There's 1. Whips it to first on the run. On to first, save. So they get 1, but a really nice try there.
Batting 8th, center fielder, Cedar
So stepping in for
Rafaela.
Boston, Cedar Rafaela.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
And fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And he went around. Just enough that time. Swing and a chopper. Sosa. They get the force. 3rd out. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second.
And
Matt
leading off for
Thaiss
the
comes
White
up to hit
Sox,
here.
Catcher, Matt Thaiss.
Walker Buehler will go back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
Outside low.
got
And
1
the
ball,
count
1
even,
strike.
1-1. Grounds 1 to short. Story sends it over to first. And quickly 1 away in the second.
Batting 5th, right fielder, Austin Slater.
Austin Slater stands in. And that one fouled off. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And
1
that
ball,
skips into
2
dirt.
strikes.
Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the two-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
One down. And here is Sosa to the plate. Ground ball left side, could be two. Campbell has it for one, and that's two. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We played two full. We're tied, 0-0. On to the third inning, and now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Carlos Narvaez. Cannon back to work. That to right. Grabs it on the run. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
On the ground. And that one handled. No throw. He's safe at first. Man aboard, and here is Devers. He's 0 for 1.
Runner.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. First and second, one out. Now, Alex Bregman. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Fouled off. He was late. Runners on the move. There's a ball.
Ball one.
Throw to third, and he's out. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
That one just misses.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And it stays fair. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Oh, he botches it. He'll score easily, and he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Triston Casas. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that's a fair ball. Here comes Bregman around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. He reached on a walk his first time. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. Casas, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he pumps it a strike.
An at-bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
That one not close.
2 strikes.
Now 1-2. Chop back up the middle. Amaya. They take the force out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Red Sox 2 and the White Sox nothing. As we go to the last of the third, digging in, Brooks Baldwin.
Brooks Baldwin.
There's the strike. Just missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. Popped up. Story makes the grab, 1 down.
Batting 8th, center fielder, Michael A. Taylor.
Now it's the veteran outfielder, Michael A. Taylor. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Just missed.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
The shortstop, Jacob Amaya.
2 down, bases empty. Jacob Amaya getting ready to hit. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
2 outs, bases empty. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Here on the south side as we go to the top of the 4th. Now it's the second baseman, number 28. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
You know, these Red Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
And first offering is fouled off. Red Sox leading it by 2. Just missed. And that is out of play. One down, base is empty. And that one is in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Rafaela in the box now. No balls and a strike. Right through there for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, catcher.
And now the
Carlos
catcher
Narvaez.
comes up to hit. Carlos Narvaez. Flied to right his first time. Cannon keeping an eye on him. That one misses. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Two outs. Now a fly ball to right center. Makes the grab on the run. And that is that. One left for the Red Sox. They're up 2-0. And we're back.
And
Bottom of the
leading off
fourth.
for the
So
White
now it's the
Sox,
White Sox
designated
DH.
hitter,
Nick Maton.
Nick Maton.
Maton goes 6'1", 180 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2017. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike.
Well, take a
Up
look at
next
the
for the
3-pitch
White
sequence
Sox.
here. Pretty simple
First
in terms of
baseman,
putting them away at the plate.
Andrew
Once you're ahead 0-2
Vaughn.
as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And up next for Chicago, Andrew Vaughn. In there for strike 1. The number 3 overall pick out of Cal for the White Sox in 2019. Next offering popped in the air, right field. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting.
Now the third baseman, Miguel Vargas. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. In the air, out towards left center. He's got it, and that will end the inning. Back here on the south
Leading
side,
off for
new inning
Boston,
getting started.
left fielder,
Now batting
Jarren
Jarren Duran. Just missed. Out to center, Taylor. Brings it in, and there's 1 down.
Up next for the Red Sox, the designated hitter,
Here's
Rafael
Rafael Devers. 0 for 2 in this one. That's in there. 0-1.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
That one is absolutely belted. Out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. His second of the year. It's 3-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Base is empty, one away. Alex Bregman up next for the Red Sox. That one catches the zone. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
On the ground, right side, Sosa. And they get Bregman for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run.
Up next
Not
for the
allowing
Red
it to
Sox,
stay
first
in the head,
baseman,
but going to work at the next
Tristan
hitter, and a tough one at that.
Tristan Casas now at the plate. That one pushed to the left and foul. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Hit on the ground to short. Amaya to first, and that'll do it. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and here is Matt Thaiss.
Matt Thaiss.
To the right side. In plenty of time to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting, right fielder, Austin.
So up next for Chicago,
Slater.
Austin Slater. A single his first time. To third. Bregman to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Lenny Sosa.
And up next for Chicago, Lenny Sosa. 0 for 1 so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The White Sox trailing by 3, last half of inning number 5.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Red Sox 3 and the White Sox nothing. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Bryce Wilson.
Now pitching
Just trying
for
to
the
keep
White
this one
Sox.
close here, and this is where a
Number
bullpen can
47.
give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Bryce Wilson.
Your story now.
Leading off
He's
for the
0 for
Red
1.
Sox, shortstop,
This is a guy
Trevor
who's
Story.
in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Just off the inside edge.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Hit in the air, left field. And there's one away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay
Now batting,
closed.
number 28.
Here's the second baseman, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And there's the strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
And there's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the third time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate.
Right fielder,
a little unsure of his
Julio
timing
Abreu.
right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
Abreu stands in now and watches strike one.
No. Inside.
Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 7-8-9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Red Sox 3 and the White Sox nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth. And leading off the bottom of the 6th, Brooks Baldwin. Buehler back to work. Pitches in there. Strike one.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Foul ball there. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Michael A. Taylor steps to the plate for the White Sox. And first offering is fouled off. Buehler fires. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Buehler turns, kicks, fires. Got him looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
The shortstop.
So up next for Chicago, Jacob Amaya. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
That's in there. And the count 1-1. Two down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off. Up the middle. Handles, throws to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Chi Sox held in check here. They trail in this one 3-0. Back at right field. And now the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. And first offering is fouled off. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Carlos Narvaez. Wilson, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2016. That pitch gets the inside corner. 0-1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. One down, base is empty. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. His first homer of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 4-0.
The wind didn't hurt the chances of that ball getting out of here, that's for sure. A hanging breaking ball is a pitch that a hitter does not want to miss. Right there, a hanging slurve, got all of it.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's going to be Jarren Duran. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Up the middle, gloves it on the dive from his knees, the throw, and save. He busted it down the line for that infield single.
Wow, he did everything he could on that play with the throw from his knee, but the hustle down the line was enough to earn him the infield knock, and that's a great baseball play all the way around.
Raffy coming to the plate now. He's already homered in this game. Line drive, come on.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you
Now
will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Now it's Alex Bregman. Wilson throws to first, and he's back in there. That one's in there, 0-1. Duran off of first with 2 away.
Runner!
There goes the runner. Pitch is high. Throw there. Safe. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
That one at 95, missed up top. 2-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Next pitch is downstairs.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
Triston Casas on deck for Boston. Man on second, 2 down. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
Triston Casas up next for the Red Sox. That's outside. And that's ball one.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
2 on, 2 outs. And a foul ball. Swing and a foul straight back. 2 on, 2 outs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. And that one is inside. That one the other way. Baldwin makes the play, and that is that. The Red Sox pick up a run on the homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now Nick Maton.
Hitter, Nick Maton.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone, and he's gotten ahead in the count with...
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. And it's gone! He shoots one out to right. 3rd home run of the season, and they cut into the lead. It's 4-1.
That gives this offense something to celebrate for the first time in this one. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. You saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
So digging in, Andrew Vaughn, 1 for 2. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning. You know, these White Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, he locked him up with the cutter on the outside right there, and I got to think he was looking middle in because he just couldn't pull the trigger. And you know, with 2 strikes, fastball coming in, you've got to be ready to swing it. That time it cut to the outside part of the plate, and he just couldn't pull the trigger.
Vargas batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
And he takes it himself for the out.
Now
if you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Matt Thaiss will hit next. Has grounded out a couple of times. And that's in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Right through there, got him. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now 4-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Pitching for
Welcome
the White
back,
Sox.
and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 8th.
64.
Number 64. Here's Trevor Story
Leading
now.
off for the Red Sox, shortstop, Trevor Story.
Check swing, called strike.
You know, these Red Sox,
0-1
digging
now.
into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. A handful have turned into outs, but of the balls they've put in play, 10 have been line drives. I say keep barreling the ball and good things will happen. Don't let that get you frustrated.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Now it's the second baseman, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And that misses. And that's ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Cam Boozer appears to be getting loose. Burke, the right-hander, also getting loose. And the 1-0. Called strike right there.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
That one pushed foul. One down, base is empty. That one misses. 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Slater puts it away. 2 away now.
Up next for the Red Sox, right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Pitch
1
misses.
ball,
It's
2
a ball
strikes.
and 2 strikes. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And down on strikes he goes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down in order go the Red Sox as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th.
Now
Brennan
pitching for
Bernardino
Boston.
hasn't pitched in the
Number
last 3
83,
days.
Brennan Bernardino.
Austin Slater
And leading
steps
off
to the
for the
plate for the
White
White Sox.
Right fielder, Austin
So it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in
Slater.
some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
That one fouled off. Next
Off the
offering
plate, ball
misses, and 1-1. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Zach Kelly appears to be getting ready, and I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Right side, and that chance handled. The throw to first, and a quick out, number 1.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the
Now
game.
batting,
It might not be the
second
most
baseman,
challenging we've seen today, but
Sosa.
it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
So up next, Lenny and Sosa. That's in there, and that's strike 1.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Outside low, and the count is 1-1.
1-1.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball. And that one handled. Now a jump throw. Throw picked out of the dirt. Body save.
Now batting, left fielder, Brooks Baldwin.
Brooks Baldwin digs in now. And a curve misses outside.
Here's a run scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the 9th, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
Outside corner, there's a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Sosa over at first with 1 away. Next one is off the plate. And a count 2-1. On the ground, 2 ball. There's one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Center fielder, Michael
A. Taylor getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
The Red Sox leading by 3 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings and misses and 1 down below the zone.
2 is the count.
And a good eye there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the frame. So 1 left for the White Sox. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Sean
now
Burke.
pitching for the
He
White
pitched
Sox.
yesterday, and we'll see him
Number
once
59.
again. So stepping in for
Leading off for the
Boston,
Red Sox,
Ceddanne
center
Rafaela,
fielder,
1 for
Ceddanne
3.
Rafaela.
First offering, and it just misses. Activity in the bullpen. Martin Perez getting ready to go. Ellard also getting ready. There's a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Just missed. Fought off foul. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Slater calls it in, and there's one away.
Up next for the Red Sox, catcher Carlos Narvaez.
And here's the catcher, Carlos Narvaez. He's already homered here in this one. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Next pitch is outside. And that's outside.
That's a ball.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out of the slider, and there's 2 gone.
That's a really great job of sequencing. Pitch before, good fastball through the zone, and as a hitter, you got to be ready to get on that with 2 strikes. He breaks it off. Good slider to the outside corner of the plate. Tell you what, that was a really good pitch.
Lined into right. Slater makes the grab, and that's the inning. Nothing across here this half, and 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. The Red Sox 4 and the White Sox 1. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Zach Kelly. A
Now
chance at
pitching
his
for Boston,
first save of the year.
number 76, Zach Kelly.
So digging in,
And leading
Jacob
off for the
Amaya.
White Sox, the shortstop, Jacob Amaya.
Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 1 away.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the
Now
closer.
batting,
I mean, you get
the
that punch
designated
out,
hitter,
you get settled in, you feel like you're in
Nick
command
Hahn.
out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Maton in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman,
Andrew Vaughn now at the plate.
Vaughn.
That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Nope. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Tap foul at the plate. In the dirt, but kept close. Not in time. He's safe. Maton into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
As a closer, he's out there in that role for a reason, but even they lose the handle on one here and there, especially with all the nasty stuff coming out of bullpens these days. He's making it a little interesting here.
you.
Squirts away a little bit. To third. Tag. Got him.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their decisions. And right there, couldn't really tell how far away that ball was. So if that's the case, you got to shut it down. He gets caught stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
The White Sox down to their final strike. Ripped on a line. And a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
That's tremendous fight from him,
Now
and I know it's got the dugout fired
third
up down there,
baseman,
down to the
Miguel
last strike, and he comes up with a hit to
Vargas.
keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
And now it's going to be Miguel Vargas. You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. Swing and a foul out of play. Next
One
pitch
ball,
way
2
upstairs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
2-2 the count.
This one in the dirt. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two outs. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that is the ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.